There are places in the world where cities once thrived, but now they're just empty shells of their former selves. Forgotten and abandoned, some of these cities hold secrets that are still waiting to be uncovered. Why were they abandoned? What happened to the people who lived there? Today we're going to explore the most mysterious abandoned cities in the world. Some are creepy, some are beautiful, and all of them have fascinating stories. So let's start our countdown of these incredible forgotten places. 10. Pripyat, Ukraine. Starting our list at number 10 is Pripyat, Ukraine. If you know anything about the Chernobyl disaster, then you've probably heard of Pripyat. This city was built in 1970 to house workers for the nearby Chernobyl nuclear power plant. However, after the catastrophic nuclear accident in 1986, the city was completely evacuated and has been abandoned ever since. It's one of the eeriest places in the world, with overgrown trees poking through empty windows and deserted amusement parks where no one has played in decades. The air still holds traces of radiation, but visitors come in droves to see the haunting remnants of the past. The empty classrooms, abandoned homes, and derelict Ferris wheel tell a chilling story of a city that was abandoned almost overnight. 9. Centralia, Pennsylvania, USA. At number 9, we have Centralia in Pennsylvania, USA. Imagine a town where the ground beneath your feet is on fire, literally. Centralia was once a thriving mining town, but everything changed in 1962 when a coal mine fire started underground. The fire has been burning ever since, and over the years it's caused dangerous sinkholes, toxic gases, and even the collapse of roads. As a result, the town was evacuated in the 1980s. Today, Centralia is nearly empty, with only a few remaining residents and a lot of abandoned buildings. The streets are cracked and the smoke still rises from the ground in some places. Centralia's story of a city slowly swallowed by fire is a sad but fascinating one, and it remains one of the most dangerous abandoned cities in the world. 8. Hashima Island, Japan. Next up is Hashima Island in Japan, a place that looks like it came straight out of a post-apocalyptic movie. Hashima, also known as Battleship Island because of its shape, was once a bustling coal mining community. At its peak, more than 5,000 people lived in a high-rise concrete jungle. But when the coal mines were closed in the 1970s, the island was abandoned. Now it's a desolate place with crumbling buildings and rusting infrastructure. The island is known for its eerie, almost ghostly appearance, as if it's stuck in time. It's been off limits to visitors for years, but recently tours have been allowed, giving people a chance to witness the eerie remains of this once thriving industrial city. 7. Body, California, USA. Body is a real-life ghost town tucked away in the hills of California. This town was born during the California Gold Rush in the late 1800s and quickly grew into a thriving community of miners and their families. However, by the early 1900s, the gold ran out, and so did the people. The town was abandoned by 1915, and today it's a state historic park. What makes Bodie special is that it's been preserved in a state of arrested decay, meaning that it's been left exactly how it was when the last residents packed up and left. You can walk through dusty old homes, peek inside stores filled with old goods, and even visit the cemetery where the past still lingers. Body gives a rare glimpse into life during the gold rush, frozen in time. 6. Krakow, Italy. Krakow is a small medieval town in southern Italy that has been abandoned since the 1960s. Perched on a steep hill, Krakow has been plagued by landslides, earthquakes, and other natural disasters. Despite these challenges, the town was inhabited for centuries until it became too dangerous to live in. Today, Krakow looks like something straight out of a film set. The crumbling buildings and narrow alleys make it an eerie and atmospheric location. It's also a popular spot for movie shoots, including scenes from The Passion of the Christ. Krakow may have been abandoned for over 50 years, but it still has an undeniable charm, standing as a reminder of how nature can sometimes reclaim its territory. 5th Humberstone, Chile. Humberstone, located in the Atacama Desert of Chile, was once a thriving saltpeter mining town. In the early 1900s, it was one of the most important mining centers in the world, providing saltpeter for fertilizers and explosives. However, the town began to decline in the 1940s as the demand for saltpeter decreased, and by the 1960s, the mines were shut down. Today, Humberstone is an eerie ghost town, with abandoned houses, a crumbling school, and a large industrial complex standing in the middle of the desert. The hot, dry air and the relentless sun make it feel like the past is still lingering in the town. It's now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a haunting reminder of a once thriving industry. 4. Ordor-sur-Glane, France. At number 4 is Ordor-sur-Glane in France, a town that holds a dark chapter in history. During World War II in 1944, Nazi soldiers massacred 642 residents of this village, burning the town to the ground. The reason for the attack is still debated, but what remains today is a ghostly, frozen-in-time memorial. The town has been preserved exactly as it was left, with charred buildings and remnants of everyday life still scattered throughout. It's an incredibly somber place to visit, but it also serves as a powerful reminder of the horrors of war. Ordor-sur-Glane is not just an abandoned city, it's a place that holds history in every corner. 3rd, Teufelsberg, Germany. Teufelsberg is an abandoned Cold War-era listening station in Berlin, Germany. Built on top of an artificial hill made from rubble left after World War II, the station was used by the U.S. National Security Agency during the Cold War to eavesdrop on East Germany and the Soviet Union. After the fall of the Berlin Wall, the station was abandoned, and now it stands as a decaying reminder of a divided Germany. The towering radar domes that once spied on the east now overlook a city full of history. Today, the site is a popular spot for urban explorers and graffiti artists. And while it's a fascinating place to visit, it also feels like a window into a time of tension and secrecy. 2. Kolmanskop, Namibia. Kolmanskop, a once thriving diamond mining town in Namibia, is one of the most beautiful ghost towns in the world. The town was established in the early 1900s during a diamond rush, and for a while it was full of wealthy miners and their families. However, when the diamond supply ran out, the town was abandoned in the 1950s. Today, the town is frozen in time, with the desert slowly creeping in. You can visit the opulent homes, the grand ballroom, and the old hospital, all covered in sand, making Kolmanskop feel like a forgotten world. The contrast between the luxury of the past and the harsh desert surrounding it is striking, and it's one of the most photogenic abandoned towns in the world. 1. Machu Picchu, Peru. And finally, at number 1, we have the incredible Machu Picchu in Peru. Although Machu Picchu is not a traditional ghost town, it's certainly one of the most mysterious abandoned cities in the world. This ancient Incan city, built in the 15th century, was abandoned in the 16th century when the Spanish arrived in the region. For centuries, the city was hidden from the world, and its existence was only rediscovered in the early 20th century. The mystery of why the city was abandoned, how it was built with such precision, and how it was lost to history has captivated explorers and historians for years. Today, Machu Picchu is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world, but it still holds an air of mystery and wonder that draws people from all over the globe. And there you have it, the most mysterious abandoned cities in the world. Each of these places has its own unique story and secrets to uncover. Some are reminders of lost civilizations, while others are chilling reminders of human history and tragedy. If you enjoyed this journey through abandoned cities, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting content. What other abandoned places should we explore next? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.